the players to just cleanly beat Ireland. I think Ireland just has some like weak links here and there, even though they're a pretty capable team.
Yep.
However, LTA has decided to use a kind of like alternate, if you will, B team lineup for this one. And it makes me a little more concerned about how this one will shape up. Because I think Ireland is good enough to, in this like best of one environment, to certainly take wars off of teams.
Yeah,
Ireland doesn't have Sean. My mistake. It may be over for them just out the gate. If I'm being honest, that guy is putting up big points on the board for them in all their wars. So without Sean in the lineup, it becomes a little more questionable. I still think LTA, with the lineup they have in, gives Ireland a decent shot with these 5 players. But this is interesting because neither side is using their ideal lineup. And it just makes for like a very odd war, I would say.
Yeah, definitely not strong lineups coming out from either team. Don't see Roy nor Sean running for Ireland, but still super excited to see these two teams play, as we might see more of a level playing field. I think Mike is kind of like 3 steps above the rest of the players, so looking to see him kind of do what kind of Sal and Leops did for Team Netherlands and Italy, of just kind of staying in the front and holding up for the rest of the team. And most likely going to see a big score here from Mike, I would expect. But for now, we're on Maple Treeway. We're going to see a top 2 coming out from LTA with Nact and Mike staying in the front. Maple Treeway, really strong track for LTA. We tend to pick it quite a lot, especially when we're starting 1-3 or even like top 2. We tend to like this track a lot to run, and players like Gomez and Mike usually get some pretty nice breakaways here. But oh my god, LT getting redded off on lap 1, and unfortunate because it's going to be definitely tough for him to catch up, as this track is a tough catch-up track, and we're going to see Ireland in bottom 3 right now, and looks like LTA breaking away in top 2 as they're very far ahead in the cannon. Interested to see how the shock situation is going. I think I see Jaggy going forward right now, so possible LTA shock already, and it's looking like it might be a wrap already for race 1.
Yeah, and the LTA shock really seals the deal here, because the bottom spots are packed by IRE at the moment, and the shock on this track, especially with the cannon in play, is kind of the main way you have to catch up by a lot here, because this track is one that doesn't have like grass cuts that you can go through with shrooms. Like, you pretty much have to take the main route no matter what item you have, right? And with LTA all in top spots, and the shock in their possession, they get to just kind of run the rest of the race, provided they don't make any mistakes. Maybe go for a cannon dodge. I doubt they would get greedy here. You may just want to chill and let your boys ride, because like there's no point in really taking any risks. Like LT squeezed his way into the cannon, you might wind up dodging him. You might make shock available on the 3rd lap for the other team. So why not just run peacefully and kind of lock down this top 2? LT, for however far behind.
Oh no!
Not again!
No way! LT getting agreed off in this tiniest gap, dude. What is going on?
Actually, so unfortunate, dude. It literally just the exact same thing happening 2 times. It's really unfortunate on the track. There's such a small area where that can happen, and he just became the victim twice. Yeah,
really confused, as don't think we saw a shot come out that race, but looks like LTA able to keep that top 2 from Nact and Dosee. So looks like it's going to be a top 2, maybe 5 or 4 from Mike. But yeah, it seems like they opted to just hold it, and I feel like maybe dodging top 2 could have given. They could have played it safe and dodged top 2, because LT really threatened with that golden, was threatening that top 2, but Dosee, I think, was the one that took him out with that back green and that tiny gap. So really well played, in a top 3 from Team LTA out of the gate, top 3-6, and wow, not much you can do without shock.
Brutal.
Yeah,
absolutely brutal.
So really strong start from the 2 seed, Team Latin America. Like I said before, LTA really strong on that track. So glad to see all the practices paid off as their capitan, but I'm not biased.
Well, he may not be biased, but it'd be hard not to speak in LTA's favor after that one. It was just so distinctly in their control the entire time. No throwing from what I saw. They even kind of went the extra mile, if you will, to get LT out of the top spot at the end of the race with that green, which was very, very well done.
Gotta cheer for LT too, with his name being LT, almost LTA. So
yeah, he's 2/3 of LTA.
Yeah, exactly. Literally 2/3 Latin American. So gotta give him some props. I love the raceway pick from Team Ireland already. Race 2. They said we came to just fuck. I don't even know what to say. We just came to destroy you. I love this track. I love this pick. No, I can't. I can't. I'm professional like that. Except I say anus sometimes. But yeah, so top 3 from Team Latin America, first race. And excited to see how this one plays out, Aiden. I know you pick this track quite a lot in Mogi Lounge sometimes, and Wars as well.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on this track?
So let me just. This is some real shit, if you will. I hadn't played the game like seriously for years prior to Exalt happening last year, and me and Eirik had neither. All of my racing experience was me money matching Eirik in 1v1s, which is not the pinnacle of play because we both didn't play anymore, and just ridiculous. And we would always pick this track. Like, we would pick this track all the time, and we came to Exalt. We're terrible players. We got dead last in the 2v2 event, but the one track we got top 2 on, Mario Raceway. So I think that kind of speaks to what type of track this is. It's really anybody's game, no matter how bad you are at the game. This might be the perfect opportunity for Ireland as the team that's down right now to get back in.
Yeah, Team LTA, a lot of their players right now are kind of used to front running. They love being in the front, so kind of maybe an uncomfortable situation for them to be playing on this track. But it looks like they're doing okay as we see bottom 2 from Team Ireland right now, and we see a shock coming in. That was definitely Ireland's shock, as we saw Jaggy spin out on the map. So looking to catch up with the shock. Maybe they could have used it better, as they're still kind of back here. But LTA able to take that golden through the cut. We still see a 2-3 at least from Team LTA. Blue Shell coming out, gonna be hitting possibly a Team Ireland member. Let's see. And no, it gets Mike. I didn't think Mike was in first, but we see Dosee in first. Somebody from LTA, Agger, coming out in third, but unfortunately gets trip-redded by LTA. And Dosee making a play on Adversary. Adversary luckily having a shroom, and it's going to be a 1-4, I believe, from LTA. Kind of a close finish, so could see some lag there.
Well, this may have been a bit of the race that Ireland wanted. Doesn't quite gain back all the points that they lost from that first race, but it's a step in the right direction. Maybe this is the strategy going from here, is them just selecting luck track after luck track and hoping for the best. Sometimes you have to bite the bullet and just lean into it. I'm waiting to see these results. I'm waiting for them to
Nact got second?
Never mind. It's LTA's race. Never mind. It's completely in LTA's favor. My mistake. Irie needs to pick a new strategy.
Yeah, we could maybe. Nact's not really well known for a good connection in the community, so possible big lag coming in right there from our man Nact. Could see some deductions. I'm curious to see.
Maybe a correction on that one.
Well, it could be like we could see like other perspectives as well. Maybe it was just so close there at the end. We saw like at least 2 or 3 people cross at the same time, but I don't think Nact got second. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. I think like this. One of the more interesting things about this community in game is how international it is in scope. We regularly have people playing across the world. You'll have lobbies where I think like Jazz made a tweet a while ago, which was like, welcome to like Mogi Lounge, with like what other game would you see like a lobby of 12 players from 12 different countries?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a thing that happens normally. Like if you look at this lobby right now, the locations where people are living in this lobby is like, Ireland, a few spots in the US, Chile, the Dominican Republic. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And as you can imagine, in a game that has that sort of scope, there can be a little, hiccups when it comes to internet. And
yeah, we actually just got a Weemfi pick from Eirik on that race, and seems to have been no lag at all. So seems like Nact truly did get second.
So So we just didn't catch it at the end, man. He just swooped in and made that a good race for LTA. Very impressive, because I thought that was kind of a decent race for Ireland, and I stood completely corrected.
And LTA being resilient too, you know, getting a luck track picked after getting a top 3 on Maple Treeway. You know, they really wanted a BCW or something of that sort to get them in the front. So really resilient on them to kind of just play the game. And, you know, even with an Ireland shock, they were able to get a top 2-4. So a strong showing from them so far. And looks like they're looking to run this TF. I believe they're at the top 3 right now, or is there an Ireland member in first? Not too sure, but we see at least a 2-3. Somebody failing the shroomless. So I believe that was Dosee. So we see Mike Nact top 2, able to maintain that. And we're going to be seeing Ireland, Dermo, and LT pressuring in this 3-4. LT really hoping for a shock right now from his team, as he's going to be holding this mega and hoping for a target shock at the beginning of lap 3 to kind of get them up there, because we've kind of talked about this before, Aiden, where the beginning of the race on TF kind of just shows what's going to happen for the rest of the race.
Yeah, so, like, it's a huge. It dictates the tone of the race, like, so clearly.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Dictate. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. So LT finding himself with his mega in second, but I think it's kind of like what you're saying, right? Like, Mike got into first, like, really early on in the race, and his lead just extends and extends and extends. I think it's because, like, the way this track is built, once you break away from the pack and the items, and you usually just keep pulling away, because you're just there's so many obstacles that can, like, block projectiles like reds, or even things like bombs, that make it hard for you to be knocked out of first, and it usually comes down to a blue or like a dodge at a critical spot. Because even like in this section right now, you can sort of TS a person by making them drop a really far distance from, like,
that's an LTA shot coming in, and I believe we're going to see Dosee dodging. I believe somebody getting target shocked on the shroomless, but going to be a top 2 from Team LTA right now. At least Agger also comes top. No, I believe LT got 3rd as we are watching his POV. So a little bit out of it there for me, but it looks like a top 2-5 possibly from Team LTA. Very well played by them. Jaggy getting the shock, able to hold on to it as well. It seemed like he was running away from their bagger. So everything just, like, flowing well for LTA right now, getting everything they need, all the shocks, kind of holding their resources, not really taking blues as well. So just kind of coasting right now. I don't know, Aiden. What could be changed here from Ireland?
I mean, I don't really know what you could change other than, you know, you needed your best lineup, because LTA was one of the better teams in this group, and you're matching up against them with just a weaker Lou. Maybe they did this because they kind of, like, gave up after losing to Denmark, and they kind of think it's over. I wonder if that's the reason why. Because it could just be already resolved in their minds, and they're like, yeah, let's just let other people play this one.
Right.
What I'm seeing on the side of LTA right now, man, that they just clearly don't need you, man. Yeah, they just don't need you.
Yeah, you know, I think I should just retire and become a full-time caster. I think that's kind of the play right now.
Make the big bucks.
Because yeah, playing for me is just not working right now, and my team does not need me.
I think with Ireland's, like, their 2 best players are off the table right now. Looking at their past results in the play-in stage and even in the group stage so far, Sean and Roy are both, like, the most consistent members of the team, and or at least when it comes to, like, top scores, and they're just not present here. Right. So, like, who is supposed to be the star runner that manages to lock down an assured, like, 40 points per GP? Nobody.
Right, and we've seen Ireland kind of just rotating their lineups in the play-in stage, and even now as well. So maybe just want to give an opportunity for everybody to play, which I kind of honor a lot. I like that from them. I think it's important to give people playing time. You know, they just kind of want to give everybody a chance to play, get some chemistries with different lineups, maybe. So hats off to them for doing this. If that is the case, maybe it was just who was available at the time. Who knows? But
yeah, it may have been an issue of availability too, like you said. We don't actually know. But I think, like, LTA literally doing the same thing as Ireland, if that's the case of, like, allowing subs to play essentially and using alternative lineups, so that, you know, everybody that took the time to, like, practice and, like, gather for this tournament gets at least an opportunity to participate. You know, this isn't, you know, as serious as this is, and as much as people want to win, you know, this isn't like the NBA where, like, you have to use your starting lineup every time, man. This is like you know, it's a Mario Kart tournament for, like, no money. And not to discount what's happening, but I think, like, it is nice to give other people the chance to participate. LTA with top 3 on DDR, absolutely pulling away from this Irish pack. LT closing some space by taking a killer wall glitch there. You know, for those, I think we have a lot of new viewers, by the way. Like a lot of people who are kind of seeing this game for the first time in like a competitive setting. Insane that he hit the banana with 3 green choke.
Insane that he bumped into Nact and didn't get hit by a green. But go ahead, what were you saying?
I was just saying, like, that little wall glitch turn there, it's, for those who haven't watched the game very much, a surprisingly difficult maneuver, I would say. It looks a lot simpler than it actually is. You have to take, like, a pretty precise angle to clip around the wall on this turn. Let's see if LT does it again right here.
That's really smart. But, yeah, he did do the wall glitch. And, you know, we've kind of seen LT just driving really smoothly a lot of these races, you know. TF, Shroomless, 3 for 3, all smooth. I can't even do it 1 for 3, so hats off to him. But yeah, no, he's looking pretty smooth. He seems to be a strong runner for them. And, but we're going to see Mike taking first, Dosee in third. Agger, I think, also shrimmed up at the end. So maybe a 1-3-4-5, I think, for Team LTA. And they're just pulling away with this, man. Which I'm happy to see. No bias.
Yeah, this is extremely clean, I would say. It's about what I expected. Like looking at the 2 lineups going into this, although like LT, I think LT represents like something on Ireland that, you know, we didn't really look at closely before this match, but before the tournament on the whole. Like LT seems to be like the 3rd link in terms of you know, who's able to do really, really well on Team Ireland. Dermo not doing too bad in all the wars that they played either. But LT, I think in particular, as we've watched his like perspective driving, seems to be a pretty like, competent player.
Yeah, and Dosee popping off with the 52, saying, you know, Mike, I know you're the big scorer, but let me scoot in for some points here, man. So.
I'm here to ruin your average.
That picture is on the fridge, I believe, for Dosee, so good for him. Really well played by LTA. Ireland gonna have to change some things. I just think we need to see him in the front more. Unfortunately, they're just kind of getting outrun by Team LTA, and LTA kind of killing it out there. Not really taking many blues either, so kind of an unlucky circumstance for Ireland as well. But Jaggy also seemed to be getting all the shocks, so LTA kind of just getting all the resources and also just not failing. And that's exactly what we have to do to win these races. So hats off to LTA, doing great. Would love to see an Ireland comeback to make this interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. I think this first GP is they're down by 66 out of the first GP.
We just saw a disconnection, ain't it? So.
Wait, who's that on the side of? Is that LT? Because they don't.
It wasn't LT. Someone DC'd in the room, and it was not LT.
Okay.
I'm curious to see who it was. Pretty sad about it because now we have to waste another 20 minutes joining the room. But yeah, now we can just kind of talk about our days. Maybe we should start drinking. Not really too sure right now, but.
Yeah, it might be a little early, but you know, could go crack a Sam Adams.
It's almost 5 o'clock for me.
Dude, it's a 1:40 p.m. here. I don't want to be that much of a degenerate.
Dude, there's no degeneracy in drinking, man. Come on, dude. That's just kind of worldwide. It's just kind of normal. But yeah, so far in this war, just kind of seeing the LTA show, and not much to be done from Ireland. Maybe you could see some power subs coming in for GPs 2 and 3, but seems like they're pretty content to just kind of chill and play with the lineup that they're with and not try to tilt their teammates. So yeah, seems like Ireland's pretty level-headed and overall just a good team. They seem like a fun team to play for, not gonna lie. But yeah, chat. Can we get a hashtag LTA win or a hashtag IRE win? Would love to see who you guys are cheering for, who you think is gonna win. I know I think LTA is gonna win, no bias. But yeah, Calvin, what do you think is gonna happen for the rest of this war? I'm curious.
I mean, at this rate, I think it's just gonna keep going in LTA's favor, man. I can't imagine it really going any other way. I do think Ireland has a chance to like make it more even at the very least. And I can't imagine them making the comeback, if I'm being honest. It's like a difficult mountain to climb. I think LTA's players are just kind of like on that next level. You know, everybody on the LTA team, you know, plays on pretty like competent, like high level teams, and Ireland also on like decent teams as well, just like not on that, you know, quote unquote Division 1 level.
Yeah, we see kind of Sean being their best runner, and you know, I'm not even sure. I was pretty unfamiliar with Sean because I don't think he plays that much anymore, but you know, I would say he's probably like a D2, D3 level player, and we see a lot of D1, D2 players in Team LTA, so a lot of the advantage going over to Team LTA in terms of, you know, past experience and competent gameplay. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's going to be a comeback to be mounted here from Team Ireland, but would love to see it happen just to make things interesting, because looks like we are looking at a blowout so far.
Yeah, this is just very one-sided, and it's you know, that's just the way the game falls into place sometimes. I think like in a game like this where it's like cumulative points, or like, I guess, how am I trying to describe this? I guess if you're a person who watches a game like, say, Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike doesn't really have like snowballing in a sense, because each round is distinct from the previous round, other than like the economy in the game, which, you know, there's snowballing to a degree, but it's like a very small margin, right?
Yeah.
But everything, so in a way, like, at any given moment, even if you're down a bunch of rounds, you always have the capacity to like just win enough rounds in a row. And we had a tournament recently with like that type of format where it was about race wins versus race losses, and it didn't have anything to do with like the margin that you won by, which was a pretty interesting format, I would say. Although in this game probably made things a little more luck based, I would argue. The way we approach this game competitively, wins and losses are by like point differential, so they very clearly like roll into each other, and you can like acquire a lead over a period of time that is impossible to like come back from, or very difficult to come back from. And that's one of the things that like makes the competing in this game like pretty unique, I would say. But in this current example, right, we're in like kind of the worst case from like a spectator's point of view, I would say, where it's just not super fun to watch because it's obviously one-sided and very difficult to result in the other side winning.
Right, 100%. And going off what you were saying about snowballing, I think like the biggest degree of snowballing that can happen in this game is track picks. I think if you get a really good race, like a top 3, top 2, 4, the next track pick matters a lot, and we've seen that so many times over and over again. And but again, that's kind of something minimal, because Mario Kart it as a whole just has so much like comeback potential within the races themselves. You know, so many shortcuts, shocks playing a factor, blue shells, whatever. You know, the luck is just a ridiculous factor that changes the game so much that stops snowballing. But you know, sometimes you just don't use those resources to your advantage, and you can't really stop that snowball from happening. And we're seeing that right now as Team LTA is able to just kind of run in the front for free for a lot of these races. And looks like we're gonna get the room started finally. As we've said before in LTA, it's not an LTA war without a DC, and that is what's happening right now.
I'm glad that came from you. I'm glad you said it.
It's just not a war, dude. It really is not.
One day, maybe I dream of the paradise where everybody has a LAN adapter for this game and we all play on like the high data rate game mode. But not today. Today is not that day.
Definitely not that day. As we see a DC coming out, I'm curious to see who it was. Sure, we could see it on the VOD from the Mies, but not really a big factor unless a DC happens again for that team. and then they'll have to use their second reset and start going 45 after that. So intrigued to see who that is. Unfortunate DC, as you know, LTA also has a match coming up in 45 minutes. So hoping to get these two GPs done so that they can play their third match. I believe I will also be playing in that match, so hopefully they finish this match so I can warm up.
Yeah, you wanna wrap this one up quickly, so probably has a little time to get ready for the next war. Now with that that downtime over, we have I think 8 full races to go. In this war, and then the next one will be LTA as well. Sorry, where are you guys playing next? Is it USA
West. So that'll be a really good match because I've been really excited to see USA West play, and I haven't seen them play on stream. I've seen a couple scrims from them. They played like 2, I believe, from what I've seen in results.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I really wish that they played more because I think they're the more exciting USA team, gonna be honest. And I'm excited to see what they bring out.
Oh,
really,
wow!
Sick snipe from LT as
that was so dope.
Oh my God, LT with the sick play and the sick misplay. He did that last 4-2, diving into the little crease there. He's done that twice now. In the past 2 wars, so unfortunate for LT getting the ground star but not being able to use it to his advantage. And wow, gonna be a breakaway from LTA, it looks like, as LTA really likes this track. Big fan of running it. They usually pick it when they're in top spots or odd spots as well. So good for them to get this track pick, as we see Ireland kind of in the mid to bottom. And I believe Dosee probably breaking away if no blue shell right now.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one for I almost said LT, Ireland as a team to come back from. LT, unfortunately, that star was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. With that amount of speed on that side of a corner, most people I think would have fallen off there, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just in a really rough position. The baggers looking like they're just kind of vibing at first set. Wonder, probably getting off the track as like the runners pass by. Actually a decent amount of LTA at the back right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
top
say.
Position. Okay, but they are
in touch. Mike's POV, man. We got Mike's POV coming out now. But yeah, top 2 from LTA, just running this smoothly. We see him also in like 6-7, so it looks like Ireland is shocked as we see the bagger going forward. Could be seeing a potential shock here to call LTA into the box, and that's exactly what we see. We see him dodging with trip shrooms as well. Gonna come up, gonna pass Dermo, possibly Mike as well. No, it's still a top 2 from Team LTA, as we see a 3-4 from Team Ireland. And another winning race for Team LTA. Unfortunate for Team Ireland.
Oh man, the body bag is just too much, man. Whatever happens, they seem to be locking it down. Maybe Ireland just getting the shock like too late there, I would imagine. It's also a tough spot to be in because if you dodge, like, you don't really want to be in your star on that U-turn prior to the cut. Because of like how tight that turn is and how difficult it is to like kind of navigate. And I think they're in a rough spot where like even if they had shock like a little bit earlier, you can't really use it and dodge the person because they have to like slow down by so much, and a lot of what you gain out of the dodge is just simply lost by using in that area.
Yeah.
We saw and you just want to wait until you get to like the bridge, but then LTA's top 2 is just too far ahead.
Right. We saw that in yesterday's war. I believe it was France against the Netherlands, where King dodged in the star on that hairpin turn and did like 50 or so hops to try to make the turn, and then he ends up like getting a really slow, like he couldn't really pass anybody from his dodge because he didn't use it past that shortcut. So yeah, that's where DK Mountain is strong in the running standpoint, where the only good dodge you can really get is in the cannon, or like in maybe like after the first 2 jumps out of cannon would also be a good place to dodge, because then you could possibly TS first if you're too far behind, catch up a little bit, and maybe your top spots take over first because of that. Just certain plays like that you can make, but overall just a very strong running track, and it was shown there by that LTA top 2 not losing those top spots, and they also get a BCW pick out of this. So good luck, everything going in LTA's way. Please stop using it all now so that we can have some in the next match.
Yeah, you might need it a little more against USA West. Speaking of which, I think we kind of got on the topic earlier of that match should be really interesting. I'm super curious what USA West has to offer in terms of their lineup, because I think the difference between USA West and East is, like, I think USA West best lineup is better than USA East best lineup, but then it falls off a lot faster. Where it's like the like 8th through 10th players on USA West are like a lot weaker than their top players, whereas USA East is like a lot like very even the whole pack through, right? And USA West, you know, depending on who they bust out, I think like has possibly the best lineup in the tournament if they can use it, but we don't even know if we're gonna see it.
Yeah, so kind of going off that, I agree with you in terms of like East is kind of all like level and skill, not really a big star. I guess you could say Casper is, but I would say they're all pretty much even in terms of skill. I kind of play devil's advocate to West there, because I believe even who they sub in, they still have some pretty strong runners. We see, you know, Jam. I mean, they've been like rotating lineups for every single game. So we see like people like Jam, also Thunder Running, doing really well. But yeah, as we see a lineup of like TK, Killua, I don't even know who would their third be.
I think their best lineup is like TK, Killua, Jack, Sane, and then Bobby bagging. I think that's probably the best. If they see, can you imagine if they had Mura? Like, it would be over.
Yeah, if Mura played for USA West, they'd be in the other teams would just be in a body bag. Very much so, just a very good player. And you also see like missing FW Matt as well. Matt, a very strong runner as well, also playing in AV, usually a very top scorer. And I heard he just kind of left the USA West chat, so missing two strong players in Matt and Mura. So, but USA West, definitely nothing to scoff at, even with those two players missing us. Their strong lineup is strong, and they do have subs as well. But going back to the race, gonna see BCW. Dosee just kind of been running for free this whole war, I feel. Also Mike in second, so BCW I feel like hasn't been too successful for LTA, but showing here that they've definitely been working on it and just kind of being in the front a lot. And I wonder who's in third, but Mike not looking back tells me that LTA also in third, so it could be a top three.
Dosee playing like he wants to take your spot in the main lineup right now. I'll say that, man. This guy's going in.
I think that's a bottom 4 for Ireland, so I think that was a top 4 for Team LTA. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. And unfortunate for Team Ireland is it seemed like I wasn't really paying too much attention to the race, was kind of going more into analysis, but looks like LTA just broke away and did not lose it, according to that lap 3 breakaway.
Man, and it's just not looking good. I'm about to get the score, but I'm pretty sure LTA is up by just over 100 after 6 races.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a top 4. Yes, so they are up by 110 after 6. Not great. not great, admittedly. This is looking pretty one-sided, unfortunately. It's I'm not sure what else to say, man. I think like Ireland maybe they just wanted to check out, maybe people weren't available, but I think the harsh reality of this is that they just didn't use anywhere close to their best lineup, and I don't think you can expect to win without Sean and Roy playing.
Yeah, you definitely are kind of losing competitive advantage without those two players. Sean, we've seen a lot against top teams, even against like decent teams, being the only front presence that Ireland's had in a lot of these matches. And that's exactly what Ireland needs right now, is somebody in the front to take over, you know, compete with Mike and Dosee, because those two just keep breaking away every single race. And it's causing problems for Team Ireland, as we just saw a clean top 4 and another track pick for Team LTA as Rainbow Road getting picked, and strong, very, very strong top 4 track. You could definitely play a lot with bumps and stuff at the beginning here. You know, 4th place could swerve, try to hit 5th or 6th or whatnot. But yeah, I think we're gonna see another breakaway here from Team LTA. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong by Team Ireland. I would like to see them get in the front more and make this a more competitive match. But for now, I think we see a top.
I think like this is probably one of the best running tracks in the game when you have like multiple top spots.
Right.
You know what? It's funny because like Rainbow Road is this track that is like fabled among casuals, and it's not like necessarily like at the top level. I think it's actually not that hard to drive.
Yeah.
But it is still one of the more like quote unquote difficult tracks in the game, and one of the more like running based tracks. So it's kind of like funny to see like the the stereotypes tied to Rainbow Road by like the broader public who knows of Mario Kart coming like have some type of truth behind them.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely a fabled track that's known for pissing a lot of people off, where they get pushed off and whatnot at the beginning. All I can say to you is just play more carefully. Not sure what to tell you there.
Don't need to take risks. LT getting knocked out of his top spot. LTA starting to run away with top 2 here. Yeah, you know what's fun? This is like the track when you're at like a party, and like for whatever reason, like Mario Kart is there, and like some dude with like a fucking craft beer in his hand is like, yeah, I can actually play Rainbow Road without falling off. And they're like, yeah, pretty good. Like,
dude, exactly. I mean, you could even compare this to a custom track. It can be compared to that, like a Lunar Lights or something like that. Not even sure, but yeah, it shouldn't be too hard of a track to stay on for people that play this competitively. A lot of areas to just stay in the front, not fall off, but a lot of people do have trouble catching up because it's kind of a track with a lot of speed boosts, a lot of places to gain a lot of speed. And it's hard for people with the shrooms to kind of catch up. The only way they can do it is really in the cannon getting shock and maybe TSing on like the tiny gap. But we see LT using a star here, maybe predicting a cannon dodge from Team LTA. I think that was an Ireland shock. I don't know whose shock that was.
You would hope from how that affected LTA at the front. Ireland in 2-3 now. Actually having decent spots. Oh no, Agger just teleporting up.
I think that was an LTA shock. Actually, I believe they were trying to get 3-4 in the cannon because Nact was already gone. Dermo was in second. Maybe they were trying to get 3-4 in the cannon, and just a little miscommunication. I'm confused as to why LT was driving against the wall while in a star. Not really too sure of why he was doing that. Was it an Ireland shock and he was trying to wait for his teammates to get in the cannon? I have no idea what that was. Maybe just a little flub from him driving into that wall. But irregardless, we see him getting 4th place and a 1-3-5 from Team LTA. I believe Dosee either got blued or fell off in first as he loses his 60 potential.
And a 1-3-5-8-9, a small win, only by 7 for that one. As far as the races have gone, that was a bad one for LTA.
Yeah, we're driving up that plus minus here, really trying to secure our victory. Even though I think if we win here, then we're through, and it's really just up to the USA West versus LTA next match to determine who gets the 1 and the 2 seed. So really excited for that to be playing in it. And if I do, maybe I'll get kicked out of lineup because Dosee is just kind of going off. So we'll see about that. But really strong showing from LTA right now. Excited to see what they'll do against USA West. But for now, going to be sticking to this USA Ireland match. And hopefully we see a BC3 coming out or a Luge. A Luge is on there. 2 Luges. I'm excited for that.
I don't think it's also hi. How are you doing? I don't think it's a question of like, who's going to win at this point. I want to say that Ireland will score like 275-ish, right? Like around there. Mm-hmm. I want to have.
You want to do an over under on that?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. I'm down. I have faith in them.
I'll take a tenner on that.
10?
Dude, all right. I think they'll definitely score
10 on them. 10 on them not breaking 275.
I'll bet you 10 they will. I'll give you 10 that they will.
Okay. I would take that bet too. Yeah. I mean, okay, fine. Yeah. Me and okay. If both of us are down, then me and Brawley splits $5.
5 each?
Yeah. That's fine.
5 each?
All right, Ireland, bring it home. It's gotta come home.
Look, hey, I'll say it. I've been an LTA fan since day 1, man.
Let's go. That's what I love to hear.
Ireland top 2. Let's see. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on, give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money.
All right.
I'm so excited for this.
We'll see. Who's the Dosee in the back bagging right now?
That's Jaggy.
Jaggy, yeah.
So leading in that bagging department.
Let's go, Jaggy.
Oh, he tried to snipe him. He tried to snipe Jaggy. Dude, there's no way they have to score over 2. Have we seen a team score under 275 yet in this World Cup?
Did we?
Yeah, I think 1, right?
Who?
I think Norway. I think Mexico.
Okay, but they were down 124 after 2 GBs. This is a different story.
Hold on, let me look at the results. Let me look at the results.
Actually, it's kind of getting there in this match too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of scary.
Okay, Ireland with 5-6, I think. Come on, golden mushrooms. Oh, blue shell, no.
Who's in first?
I think it was Nact. Wait, hold on.
Wait, this guy.
Dosee's in first, though. Get him.
2-3 for. Oh, the dirt.
Please.
2-3 for Ireland.
Nah,
Okay.
it should have been so much better. It should have
Alright,
been so much better.
What's the point?
Norway beat Mexico. Norway beat Mexico 476 to 258.
Yeah, I don't think LTA will get there. But cheering against my team right now for the money. Sorry guys, I need
made it an awful bet.
Yeah. Who, you?
I'm glad we didn't do any research on that one before putting that down.
Yeah.
I should have gotten odds on this, man.
I don't know why you thought that was a good bet. I mean, but again, all the bets you make you think are great and then don't end up happening.
The public flame.
28 points for Ireland. Is that their best race? I think that might be their best race yet.
Yeah, that's their best race. They only lost by 5.
All right, what's 28 times 4? You think they'll get that in the next 4 races?
I don't know.
It's questionable,
LT,
dude.
look, I mean, we've been talking whatever we have, but like, LT would mess me up in Emogi, I feel. Like, he's like racing pretty solid, like top.
Yeah, to be clear, if Ireland's lineup was some combination of like my skill level, we'd be losing by more.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear.
Yeah, that guy's a beast. LT is going ham. It's because he's 2/3 LTA member, so that's why he's actually good. You see in his name. His name is Latin, but he forgot the America. So
yeah, I started picking up on that one. This took 200 IQ to get it. Really throwing a curveball for our spectators.
I said it before. You just weren't listening. Feels bad.
Yeah, I was getting chicken nuggets. I think Ireland would appreciate that.
You got flamed for getting chicken nuggets. How does that feel?
Well, I mean, I admittedly missed the first 40 seconds of a match having it up just on an intermission screen, so that's like rightfully done, but a boy has got to eat. Is all I
True. If you're hungry, you're hungry. You know, as they say back in my town. But
and if Ireland's hungry,
do they say that in your town?
They do not. They absolutely do not. Ireland's hungry for points. But if we're gonna go off the record, you know, the averages of points they have so far, I think it's like they're averaging 91.5 points per GP. If they get that again, they get 274.5 points.
No, that's it.
So
yes,
we're playing with it.
No, we're playing with fire. We're playing with fire. No, not BC3. It's a good LTA track. Oh my god, their money's gone. My Venmo's ready, dude. My Venmo's ready to just make a Venmo right now to you, my man Anus.
That's still the worst bet of all time, I think.
It's a pretty bad bet, not gonna lie.
But it's gonna be it's gonna make it even funnier.
I don't know. We see Mike on Daisy. Potential.
Instant red coming out. Oh, what? The greens getting going too.
He says, I'm from Chile, man. I don't get hit.
How are these greens not getting anyone? I swear.
Lots of lag coming out.
Ireland just kind of drifting off to the left. Dosee missing a low jump. Missing a low jump often being like, okay. Not getting anyone, I think. Plenty of people still going for cut and failing it. We saw like a couple people going for ultra and failing it there.
Oh, but we see an LTA gone in top 2. This is bad for our odds right now. And we see Agger also threatening these trip greens, LT with trip reds. LT getting some pretty good luck so far. Mega into trip reds into a single red. So 4 shells for the man. Gonna take a lot to stop that top 2, however. Jaggy winning the bagging battle right now, but falling off as he got the bill. And it looks like he's gonna be taken over by Matt.
That looked dangerous. Oh, it still does look dangerous. Nice rain. That could have definitely gotten onto LT. Even if he did run into LT's greens, he could definitely pass the TC off.
Yeah, and I think I think Mike's going for ultra, so and he failed. He fails. Make has been prone to failing the ultra. In the
Oh
past.
my god, that was a $10 ultra, dude. Oh my god.
Well, thank you for the one.
He failed it again. He failed it again.
How about Mike? Just DM me the video of you burning money. Just send it to me, man.
He failed it again. Mike failing 2 for 2, makes it the 3rd time. So he's back on track now. Nact trying his absolute hardest. We're switching POVs now to the man, the myth, the legend, Mike. I think he's gonna go for it. Lap 3 again. So excited to see how he feels at this time.
Figured we'd at least get a glimpse on him not failing ultra. Maybe we'll get a chance at that.
Yeah, you know, you might reverse jinx it. Maybe he'll actually make it this time. I have low faith in him making the ultra here, though. Not gonna lie. Dosee losing the bill in 6 looks like an Ireland shock. So
okay, sure.
yeah, very intrigued because I don't think anyone dodged. So could have been a good. I think that's a good shot. Oh, and unfortunate.
No, give that back. Yeah, there you go.
Take that back, man. Take that back, man.
You're gonna fail cut, watch.
A little bit of miscommunication for Team LTA right there, and I think our bet is looking great right now, Eric.
I don't know about that. Wait, Ireland.
Wait, our bet's looking amazing.
Dude,
Wait,
the
Nact,
pack-
slow down. Nact, slow down.
2-4! 2-4 Ireland!
Nact, slow down.
God.
Top
Oh my
2-4-5.
God.
Top 2-4-5 for Ireland. Oh my god,
Let me just.
yes, my pockets are so happy right now.
Let me just get. I'll just
Raleigh just
send the
DM'd
money
all of
now.
Latin
I'll
America.
just send the money now.
Raleigh just DM'd all of Latin America to slow
Dude,
down.
Mike just threw for you to get that Venmo payment.
Did you not see Nact at the end? He was in front cleanly, and he just hit the B button.
He got TC'd. No, he got TC'd. He got TC'd on the line, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we
Let's
go.
go.
Ireland,
Let's
35-41. 41 points in the race.
that's a win by 21. That actually takes a big chunk off the deficit, surprisingly. So that's if they can win if they do like 2, 3 top 4s, top 5s.
All right, let's see what the score update is. Aiden, I'm so excited to see my pockets filling up.
They're
It's
so close.
224.
They're so close to
224.
275 already. They need to get top 5 like 3 times.
Man, I wish we made this better. I should have put like 20 on it.
Yeah,
This
dang.
is so bad, dude.
That was a mistake on our part. Definitely could have been seeing a lot more money in my pockets if it wasn't for our mistake not betting more money. You know, that just kind of would have. I could have invested that money into a stock. That $20, bought a share or something.
A single one, maybe.
Just one share. See how it would do for a little bit. Go up a little bit.
We're modest investors here.
See, the thing is, it's like, it's not even a win-win for me in terms of like, my team wins and I lose the money or whatever, because I already knew they were going to win. So it's just like, Ireland needs to get 275. I don't care if my team wins. Who cares about that nowadays? It's about the money. That's all people care about. Any agreement?
No, nobody
agreed.
Zero agreement.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just kind of on my own lonely island. I'm on a boat, but yeah, we're gonna see RBC top 4 from Ireland starting early. I'm expecting some goldens to come out from Team LTA here, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Ireland just gonna run for free a little bit. Dosee saying, "I'm gonna take you out. We can get wine and maybe some chicken at this restaurant, LT, and I'll see you then 8 o'clock."
My bag of like I think 50 chicken nuggets costs $5. So this actually does let me get another one if we do it.
God, you guys are such dicks.
You accepted the bet.
Dude,
I don't know
you
what to
think
say.
you think about these bets that we make all the time in Mario Kart and like
I was coerced.
like what I buy with my stuff, like you pay for one of my meals every single time I beat you guys. When I get $20, I'm like, oh
As
nice.
if you
Uber
haven't
Eats.
Venmo'd me. As if you haven't Venmo'd me,
Twice in my whole life, dude.
dude.
But yeah, I just get a ton of money. I'm like, oh, I can pay for my next Uber Eats with this. Eric contributed heavily to my webcam payment. That was nice of him.
Oh, no. That's gonna be the another. And starring is Jaggy. Get it.
Wait,
Hey,
he
they got the
started
shock
Jaggy.
out of him. I think. Wait.
Wait, I thought he dropped a star. I'm not really
Okay.
too sure. Maybe?
I saw something yellow come out of him.
Yeah, same. It could have been the shot, but I thought it was a star. My eyes might need some checking up. My 2020 is waning.
Dosee, por favor.
Give that to your. Oh,
Okay, yeah, we'll take it.
okay, nice. Didn't want to give it to Matt because maybe he's holding the shock. So, yeah, good play by LT to not give it to his bagger if his bagger actually does have the shock. But for now, we still see a top 2 from LTA. Seeing Agger in first place. Love to see that. The man, the myth, the legend. Seeing our Mike in second.
And in third is like the only Irish member up here. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get lags out of a bomb snipe from Dosee.
Nice. Yeah, we needed that. Oh my goodness, of bananas.
Woo. We sweating up here.
If banana ends up getting someone, but either way. Ooh, shock coming out. Sure. Yeah, why not?
Was a blue going for Agger? Something I saw him spin out heavily. I'm just confused as to what that shock did. I think LT dodged. As we saw him goldening, his golden just ended, so it seems to me that he dodged in a star or something and was able to get up there. But we're still going to see a top 2 from LTA, looking like a top 2 for... Wait, is that a top 4?
Yeah.
No, this is so bad!
This is the
No!
worst
Get out.
scenario.
Get out of those spots. Get out of those spots. No, Nact, you
Yeah,
have to fall off.
Oh my Actually, this bet is looking so much better now all of a sudden.
Oh no, this is a crispy bet. Aiden's still happy. We lost. We lost.
I think we lost off that. I think that's what, like 15, 20, 37, 45. Depending on the bagger result, that's either a plus 29 or plus 31 win, and Ireland gets 15 or 16 points.
Oh, no. This is looking awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful, mate. But, that was a pretty poor imitation.
Oh, well, boys. Well. Would you look at that?
This man is ecstatic right now.
That is rather unfortunate for the odds of this totally arbitrary bet.
Just as I was about to send some moolah over, it looks like I will change this from payment to request.
All right. Yeah, I'm not answering
Love
that notification. I'll answer it in like 3 months when I get a pay raise. Or realistically, I'm just never paying it because in 3 months, COVID just takes my job.
Damn.
Anyway, Ireland LTA.
Iric spitting some facts out here. Iric LTA, yeah, very good match. I think Iric is moving to Ireland after this, as I thought he was Team Ireland.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty cool country.
Dublin.
Yeah.
I just hear the area is great.
Ireland's cool, man. Dublin, where's the train, man? Where's your public transport, dude? You only have you have a little tram that goes through the city, but you have no train that goes from the city to the airport. It's ridiculous, man.
How do you get there then? Uber?
You have to Uber or take this like long, expensive bus.
Damn.
Come on, Dublin. Just where's the the Scandinavian infrastructure? I want to see it.
The plane,
Okay.
the public. Okay, LT. Next level plays. Next level plays.
Questionable.
That's what we call a choice strat on Peach Gardens. Very optimal play right there, as we see LTA in top 4 after LT diving off. So very good play for them, as they are in the best spot on this track to get the shock and the dodges.
Mike with the mega, did he just pull that in? Oh, he pulled it in 4th and then like immediately got into 3rd. Okay. I was so
adversary.
confused.
Lordy, all right, first place has some hope for us. Wants to get us some.
They only need 35 points with 2 races left. Oh, in the bag.
They need 30. Look, I love him, but let's be a little bit cautious here. That's a bomb. Ooh, almost.
Yeah, we got reverse jinx. We lost the bet already. It's over. They're gonna score under 275. Feels
Ireland
bad.
threw a blue shell, I think.
Well, Agger is in first, so that's good for them because
okay.
he just took the cut.
Good. Okay,
Here
great.
comes
Love it. Perfect. Yeah, Ireland's teamwork is actually just the most perfect thing, except they just get trolled. LT is just gonna die. How do you not get hit there? Okay. Yeah, why not?
So we see the pack kind of breaking away, like a very far bottom 2 for our 2 streamers here. So unfortunately can't catch the action of what's going up in the front, but looks like we have Ireland in a lot of top spots, it seems. Top and mid spots kind of taking over right now.
Oh!
Come on, man. You gotta hit that.
That would have been gone on the montage, I think. Okay, red. Yeah, why not? Okay, yeah, shock. Why not?
Mike, I think that was an Indiv Mike shock as he jumped off at the first set. Nobody else dodged. I think he literally called it for himself as he. Oh no, Agger also back there. So bottom two for LTA. They kind of called it to get themselves into boxes. Intriguing play as they have not gained any spots from it. Bill in 8th coming out from Agger. But we see Ireland just kind of keeping the top spots in our.
That bill is perfect for Ireland. Star as well. You just use it. Just launch
Bottom 3! LTA! Bottom 3 LTA!
Come on!
Bottom 3 LTA!
No!
Send me the money! Send me the money!
Yeah,
Send me the money!
That's it.
Let's go!
And Ireland, congrats. I think they did it maybe off that race alone. I'm not sure what the top spots were up there, but I think
they got 5 or something.
This game sucks, man. Cancel the World Cup. Cancel the World Cup. I'm way off.
Let's go, dude. Give me all the money, man. 2 through 5.
Yeah, 36. That's just enough. 276.
Oh my god.
I am ecstatic right now.
Thank you.
You're paying for, I don't even know what you would pay. What does $5 get me? A sandwich at Wawa? Not even sure, man.
Chickens.
It gives you 40 chicken nuggets apparently nowadays. They're 50.
Yeah, if you go to Aldi, it has just a pack of frozen nuggets.
Oh,
that you can
Aldi.
get.
I don't shop at Aldi. I gotta shop there more. I've heard it's super cheap for like good groceries.
Yeah, no, it's actually the best grocery store I've been to, period.
I've never been because the one time I went, I tried to get a shopping cart, and you have to put a quarter to get it out, and I didn't have a quarter on me, so I couldn't shop there, and it was a
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, you put a quarter in for a cart. Otherwise, you have to come in with your own bag. I don't know. It's like it's cool. I dig it.
I agree with it because then you don't steal carts. But at the same time, they lost my business because I didn't have a quarter.
Just carry a quarter on it. It's not like a penny where it's like useless.
I don't really spend cash. You know, I just kind of use card. And you know, that's my downfall because I do need some loose change on me at all times. You are right about that.
This is true. All right.
You are.
What are we doing here? It's last race here.
All I know is I got my money.
Well, boys. My wallet a little lighter, a little freer. I am not into material things like you two, so it doesn't matter to me. One race to go before we get into LTA versus US West. I'm super curious what that US West lineup is going to be like.
Same.
And I'm also super curious if Ireland can pass that little 300 number.
Yeah.
We will see.
Should we bet on that too?
Double or nothing? Double or nothing?
I don't know.
No. I'm not going to do it.
I don't know.
I'm down. Okay, if Aiden's not down, I'm down to bet.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I
don't know. It's tough. They need a 24 race. No, I don't see them doing it. I'd say they're under 300 for sure.
Do you want to give 2-1 odds to me?
But I don't even know what that means.
10, so I get 10 if I win. You
Sure,
get 5.
sure,
Okay, yeah,
sure,
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Cool.
All right, let's see it. Ireland, you gotta get 24 points. That translates to, I think, the least that could be is a 24-37 race, which I think translates to around like maybe like second, third, and like 8-9 could be. Yeah, something like that.
Let's go LTA. Let's go LTA.
Golden in 5th for LT. Let's go.
Back to my team, cheering for my team. Want them to get those good spots so I can get even more.
Oh
my
okay,
God.
we're okay.
Almost devastating. Almost devastating.
Going for this rock hop here. Jaggy going.
No!
He fails it. 0 for 2.
Makes the respawn. I see Jaggy going forward. Possible LTA shock.
This is looking so bad.
Not really too sure. Mike has the bill. Gonna be a big play for him, I think, with this. Gotta watch out with these funkies. He's Daisy. Oh, I thought he was gonna get bumped off on the right there. But still able to hold on to that bill. And interested to see what will happen with the shock, as both baggers are kind of just stationary. But Jaggy definitely seems to have it as he is just.
Oh my goodness! I accidentally got a sneak peek. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you spoiled. Nice.
I'm just going to let it.
Let's Let's go, dude.
How dare ye?
Oh my god, Huyga is hacking.
Huyga gets
Huyga is hacking.
adversary also dodged. They at least get 3-4. That's 18 points for them if they hold on to this.
No way.
It depends. It really depends. We might actually see it go down to the
They got
wire here.
3, 4.
Oh, they got the
They got
spot
3, 4,
behind
6,
it.
7. They got 3, 4, 6, 7.
That actually might be enough. It actually
That's
literally might
24.
come. It actually might
That's
come down to the
literally 24.
bagger. Wait, hold on.
I think it's actually 24. I think I lost. Unbelievable.
No. Hold on.
Wow. I'm so mad at LTA right now.
Wait, do I actually get 15 off these last 2 races?
What the?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. I lost the money I just won. I'm so bad at this game.
Oh,
I got
second
second.
too?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
No, it's over.
it's literally over. 26. No. 24, 27. Yeah, they got it. 27 points.
303.
They broke 300.
303.
I death slammed. I had to do it. I'm mad. Oh my god. Lost for that.
All right. So that with that war wrapped up, LTA winning 429 to Ireland's 303. That's going to eliminate Ireland from the group stage. They fought hard in play-ins to get all the way here. A little preview of our upcoming match. We are going to have USA West versus Latin America. We're going to be seeing Latin America sub a few people out. Brawley's going to go hop on the old stick,
wait. We just got
play
the...
for the team.
We just got
And
the
if I may, the USA West lineup, if I may spoil, they have their absolute best lineup.
Yeah.
They have Kalua, TK, Sane, and Jack, along with Bobby bagging.
Man.
That is an absolute all-star lineup. I think that's the lineup that will take the whole tournament if they can play it for the rest of the tournament. Very exciting to see, especially since LTA just had a really dominating performance, and you guys are subbing in some of your better players as well. So that one's going to be really good.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to hop off early to warm up and get ready for that war. So thanks for watching, guys. I was glad to be a part of the cast. Gonna have Aiden and Eirik wrap it up here, but gonna hop off now. GG's. Good win by LTA, and see you in the next war.
Peace.
All right, cool. I get to take over the Brawley tag in the cast. Nice. It just shows up like that on stream. All right, well, as the person who just hopped on, I got to have a lot of fun with this. Win $15. So this is actually kind of a great war for me.
Yeah, hate you, man. Hate you.
So I don't see the notification for it yet, but let me know when you send it. That'd be great to get. USA and Latin America, if you want to make any bets, let me know.
Not even giving me time to grieve. But in all seriousness, I think we're gonna go to a little break here. I think we're gonna make sure we get our proper casters on for the next one. And I'm very excited for this one, man, because this is if they LTA getting, I think, their best lineup into the mix, and then USA West best lineup by far. So I think this is going to be a really good one.
Yeah.